This is a Nailsin News Bulletin. Fox pulls scene from The Predator with registered sex offender. Hello, I'm Mr. Nailsin. According to the Los Angeles Times, Fox deleted a scene featuring actor Stephen Wilder Strigel, who is a longtime friend of director Shane Black. Strigel reportedly had a 3-page scene with actress Olivia Munn. The scene featured Strigel as a jogger who repeatedly hits on Munn's character. Munn reportedly discovered that Strigel was a registered sex offender. Strigel faced allegations in 2010 that he attempted to lure a 14-year-old female into a sexual relationship over the internet. He pled guilty to 2 felonies, including risk of injury to a child and enticing a minor by computer. Once Munn uncovered the conviction, she shared the information with studio executives, who made the move to delete the scene featuring Strigel. A 20th Century Fox spokesperson addressed the situation. Our studio was not aware of Mr. Strigel's background when he was hired. We were not aware of his background during the casting process due to legal limitations that impede studios from running background checks on actors. Well, what a privilege Hollywood gives itself, huh? Yeah. Director Shane Black also commented on the situation. I personally chose to help a friend, said Shane Black. I can understand others might disapprove, as his conviction was on a sensitive charge and not to be taken lightly. Black added that Strigel was caught up in a bad situation versus something lecherous. Olivia Munn shared her thoughts as well, stating she found it both surprising and unsettling that Shane Black, our director, did not share this information to the cast, crew, or Fox Studios prior to, during, or after production. However, I am relieved that when Fox finally did receive the information, the studio took appropriate action by deleting the scene featuring Wilder prior to release of the film. Strigel discussed the controversy this way. The character I played was named after a mutual friend of ours, and it seemed like a good fit. I've known Shane Black for 14 years. Oh boy, 14 years. Bad enough the movie's called The Predator. Knew Shane Black for 14 years, well before this incident, and I think it's worth noting that he was aware of the facts. Shane can speak for himself, which he did, but I'm quite certain that if he felt I was a danger in any way to have around, he would not have. Yeah, well, Olivia Munn is a lot older than 14 years, so I guess he figured, this will be all right. Strigel went on to explain to the LA Times his side of the story that resulted in him pleading guilty and registering as a sex offender. He described the young girl as one of his distant relatives. He had had multiple encounters with her at several family gatherings, and noted she had a multitude of problems she was facing. Yeah, and you were one more. Including being a truant, being pressured to do drugs and alcohol, and that she had started having sex, as well as many other things. Strigel claims he tried to boost her self-esteem. He made the very bad judgment call of telling her in these emails that she was attractive and sexy, and not a failure, etc. The LA Times also reports that Strigel made it clear the two could not engage in a romantic relationship because of her age and because they were related. However, an arrest warrant affidavit indicates Strigel was kissing, touching Doe's breast over her clothing, rubbing her legs, and stroking her neck. The affidavit indicates this happened several times. Strigel called the claim of physical contact groundless. He added, nothing supported such a claim, and no charges in that regard were even filed. The only thing I was ever charged with were words in an email. An email communication from Strigel to the girl reads, I will be very honest. There's no question that it's you. None. Hope that doesn't totally freak you out. And just because it's what I want and what you want doesn't mean it's the right thing. The LA Times indicates that this is Strigel explaining there was no one in the world he would rather have sex with. Other emails read, everything you say turns me on. I love that it rocked you when I pulled your hair that time. So, no physical contact, huh? Yeah. He also warned the girl not to tell anyone about their relationship. I know it might be hard for you to not tell someone, as it's something on your mind, I'm sure, but please try to keep it between us. Strigel described this time in his life. This was an enormously unfortunate chapter in my life, and one that I took and continue to take personal responsibility for. If I had even an inkling that my involvement with the Predator would be a point of difficulty for Shane Black, or cast any kind of shadow over a movie that I wish only great success for, I would, of course, never have been involved in any capacity. Strigel has previously appeared on Days of Our Lives and Melrose Place. Yeah. The Predator hits theaters on September 14th, 2018. Well, your movie is called The Predator, and you decided, hey, I'm going to give my old buddy, a registered sex offender, a shot. And also, no background checks on Hollywood actors. Huh. Yeah, that's a bad idea. This has been a Nailsin News Bulletin.